Hello and welcome back. So now we're moving on to section 18 where I'm going to be attaching the mud flaps, putting them together, and then I'll be doing all these little bits and pieces basically right along to all the upper hole bits, all the little bits and pieces. Probably leave the tools off because I'll be doing them separately. Same with the these are water, what are they called? Anyway, they're like heating vessels, so you got hot water, which is quite unique to British vehicles. Boiling vessels, that's the word I was looking for. Right, so basically doing all this and hopefully just getting it all done, all ready for spraying, which hopefully I will do on this video as well. So let's start with this. So I've already cut them off and I've already prepared the brass etching bit. So now I'm just getting off the excess, yeah. And I've already done one side. As you can see, you have to put a slight bend in it. So how to do that? So basically, I'm not going to bend it too much because once it's on there, I can bend it a bit more to where I want it exactly. I'm using a bit of super glue. And there you go. Okay, so now I'm going to attach some of these. That I believe is the first aid box. Of course, I'm going to have to paint all these separately once I've sprayed the main body. And I'll just attach the boiling vessels. Then what I'm going to have to do is this bit here, which is the glass bit. Before I take it off the sprue, I'm going to be painting it with this crystal green, which I think is clear green. Crystal green by MIG. Because if you ever look at the armoured fighting vehicles, and you look through the hatch, look for the, what are they called, periscope or window or whatever, they are actually a greenish colour. See that? So I think what I'll do is I'll paint the outside, the inside bit, and leave the outside. I'll tell you what, once I've got the green here, I'll just do the rest of them. I'm using a bit of blue tack, or you can use any sort of sticky putty stuff. I'm going to stick that on there like that. Okay, just put the handle on. Of course, I'm only dry fitting it at the moment because I'm going to be spraying all this. Okay, it's important to get these the right way round, facing the right way. It's important to get these facing the right way, if you can see on the diagram there. Okay, right, I'm going to carry on with these, but I've got a funny feeling putting these on is going to create difficulties when I put this on, because I'm going to need, so it could be an idea maybe to put these on a little bit later. Just have to be mindful of that corner, I suppose. Yeah. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take these off for now. Tell you what, I'll take the outward ones off. I could put all the inward facing ones on. Just so I don't lose these ones that I've already taken off the sprue. Okay, right now I'm going to start working on the driver's hatch. I'm going to be painting the glass bits separately, because I'm going to be doing something special with that. Right, let's crack on with that, and let's crack on with painting that. Basically what I'm doing is I'm painting the non-glass bit silver, so when it shine, when you sort of shine through, it does look a bit mucky. Okay, once I've got the paint now, I'm just going to paint some of these other silver bits. Also, I'm not going to put the hinges on just yet because we have to spray the underneath of this separately. Right, now the next stage is these back hatches that goes on the top, or top hatches. Yeah, I could put all the little bits and pieces together. I'm not going to stick them on. I am actually going to have them open. So again, I'm probably going to have to spray them separately, but I want them closed. If you get what I mean when I'm spraying all of it, because to get the camouflage right on it. So I can attach this little bit. I'll come back to the top hatches later, and I want to do this engine part, engine hatch, should I say? You know, the radiator grills, and get all that stuck on. Get these little bits stuck on as well. Yeah, let's do this. I've already done this side. Once again, I'm only dry fitting them, but I must remember one side is B and one side is A. Okay, so now we're moving on to the commander's hatch. So I'm going to be putting all this together, and then using some masking tape to cover up the periscopes, and then I'll be spraying a lot of it. I won't be putting the machine gun on yet. I might put the machine gun together, spray it separately. Yeah, so let's crack on with that. I've already cut these bits off. Okay, so that's done now. So what I'm going to do is I put some blue tack over the glass bits that I've painted. Same on the inside, and then that'll be all ready for spraying. Okay, now I'm going to assemble the machine gun and machine gun mounting. Okay, I had it upside down, and it appears that I don't know if I've took the strap off, but I need to put a new strap on there. Not a problem. Just got to find a bit of paper. Too. So in my old spares of brass etching parts, I managed to find some little scraps. Okay, with some gentle persuasion I managed to do it. You probably can't see it. Never seems to want to zoom in properly. So we got there in the end. Anyway. Okay, so now I'm going to move on to this front bit. I'm going to be touching these bits and that bit just so I can get ready to put the whole together. Pretty sure I can spray that bit separately, as it will be just metal. Okay, and that's that bit done. Okay, so after the spraying, and I've sprayed all these NATO green. I really like how they've come out actually. So now I'm going to be doing a little bit of highlighting. Obviously I've only done one side, I haven't done the outside, I've done the inside. So now I'm going to be doing some using Russian highlight green. And I need to, but it works. So. Now I'm going to apply some line panel wash. It's looking nice and manky. Now I'm just going to add some black. Okay, now for a bit of Ferrari red. Just for the handles. Now with the old trusty pencil. There you go, that's all the inside. So, see if I can zoom right in, see if you can see it. Now I'm going to apply so this line panel wash, which is stone grey for black. I like this because it gives it a dirty effect. See if I can zoom in again, see if you can see it. Okay, so right now I'm going to start putting the top half to the bottom half, lower hole to the upper hole, I suppose. But before I do that, I'm going to put some stuff in here. Some crew equipment, which they probably take on exercise. This is something I printed off offline. It's British Army ration packs, 24-hour ration packs. You get loads in one of these big boxes. That looks a little bit too clean. So what I'll do is I'll put this and I've got a berg in here, from an old Aqua Armour Vilinden, Aqua Armour Vilinden, Aqua Armour like Bergen set. Let's put that in there like that. I think that'll do. I'll have a look around, see if I can find any more little bits and pieces. Okay, right, so I had this crazy idea of putting straps in there. So, so yeah, I started putting straps in there. This is just a bit of like, it's kind of like a metal foily paper. You cut it into thin strips. It's brilliant for making straps and so on. I actually got it from a friend at my local club who had loads of it. Typical, isn't it? All the others went together really well. The one I'm filming is the one that's mucking up. I don't know if you can see that. I paint that up. So now I'm just painting interior green, the colour is. I don't know if you can see that. But of course, once all this is on, you're not going to see much anyway. So yeah, bits, little things like that makes it, you know, you've got to give something for people to look at when they look through the hatches and stuff. Okay, so now we're going to stick this front part on. Because it's slightly warped, I'm going to have to use super glue. Sticks it a lot faster. Right, we only had a few things fall off. I'm glad I didn't put the track on now, because that would have been a nightmare with the track on. There's a gap there, I don't know, I can't do nothing about it, it seems to be. Okay, so now I'm touching all the little bits that I left off, because luckily I did leave them off, because they would have been I would have been knocking them off left, right and centre. And it's these little pole things. Now these are actually, people might think they're smoke dischargers, they're not. What they actually are is they're for sticking a pole in, and it's like for the camouflage netting, so you can put camouflage netting all over them. So they're like a special, you stick a pole in it and that brings it up to another thing that you can hang the camouflage netting on. That's what I read anyway. So anyway, let's crack on and do these. I've also attached this now. I haven't done this side. It's all free moving at the moment. Okay, now moving on to this section. After just sticking the light fitting on, got the option of this, which is I think an extra, it's a radio update radio kit, which I could put on, or I could just do this option. So I have to make a decision there. I suppose it depends on what mark, if you're doing the Mark 1 or the Mark 2. I think I'm just going to go with that. This is more the up to date. I want an old version. Okay, so now I'm putting the lights together, front lights, headlights. Now I'm not actually going to put the glass lenses in just yet, because I'm going to obviously spray that separately. And I've done the same. I'm going to leave this separate, but that's the wind mirror and the protective cover. So yeah, they're all fiddly bits for this bit. Looks like I'm going to have to get some YouTube glue soon. Now I'm just putting these things in. I don't actually know if these are going to be seen. I suppose I could take the side door off and check if that's going to fit. So I could have the option of having this this little side door thing open. Which I think is all part of the air system. Which doesn't actually fit very well. So I'll probably just have it closed, to be honest with you. So I probably didn't need to put them bits on as well, because what's the point? But it's nice having that option though. Now these little covers, I don't actually know what these are. These are to cover up the fire suppression system, which is a little like a, it's a fire extinguisher button type lever that's in there. Now what I might do with the exhaust is leave that separate to spray separately, because that's going to be a rust colour, so it's going to take some special treatment, if you will. I suppose I could cut it off. No, I might spray it on the sprue actually, it'd be easier to spray it on the sprue. Yeah. Okay, right, so I decided to take the exhaust off the sprue because it needs some cleaning up to do on it. Plus I need to do this bit on the end. So what I'm doing there is leaving it, let me zoom in. What I've done there, I don't know if you can see that properly, I've done it so it's slightly open a little bit. You can't really see that on the camera. But anyway, yeah.
Okay, that pretty much brings us to the end of this video. Please like and subscribe. Please leave a comment in the comment section below. And please join me next time for the rest of this build story on this FV432. Bye.